Okay, I think we're all set. Are good. We're going, and we're all set for this race. Welcome everyone to a new Star Cup round. Here we are in Silverstone, the Rivers track, for the 8th round of Star Cup. Before going any further into that short qualifying and 50% race, I'm gonna say who I am. I am Gabichow, or Gabishu, or Gabichow, your full-time commentator in Star Cup this season. So I hope all doing well, and we hope to have a good race tonight. Star Cup reverse Silverstone, so bit of a special track. We'll put all the information we need for this qualifying session. Will be good to watch the drivers do their flying laps and qualifying laps. There we go. Already some driver on the out lap, only 14 today on the grid. We'll maybe see some drivers join later on in this qualifying session. 18 minutes short quality session, only one session, no Q1, no Q2, no Q3, just one simple 18 minutes session after 50% race, 26 laps around Silverstone. That's gonna be the program for tonight. We got Jonah, the first one to start a lap time. Is gonna be the American driver. In terms of the championship, I think Kendrick's still leading. They're a good amount now. With Adrian and Lava not too far, but a bit far also. But Ferrari is dominating the Constructor Championship with another one in Kendricks, and Jonah missing here already his first lap, going to the gravel. They have a leader Liebig on the lap in the Mercedes. So we'll switch driver. I don't know if Liebig or Billy or maybe other people are they're on their lap. I don't think so. We'll follow leader Liebig to his lap now. In the Mercedes sector 127 and 3, I think it was. The S is in the wrong way. Like this, right here. I'll follow leader Liebig to his qualifying session lap, because yeah, I'm a bit lost on this track, a bit weird to watch because I never commentated a Silverstone Reverse track race. Anyways, just see what he can do and see who's the fastest today in Silverstone. That's the most important thing to know today. So obviously I don't know. I think I've drove this track like one time in the game, not playing too much. Mostly commentating in the game. Still, last corner. It's 28.6 for the Mercedes driver Liebig. Yeah. It's not bad lap. 29.5 for Danny Rick, the Racing Bull. The reserve driver we are not seeing a lot in the races anyway. Billy with a 28.3 in the Sauber. Billy having a better and better level each race and having some good performance in quali in the recent races, so that's good for him. 83 on the lap, but we have Menzo a bit closer to finishing his lap in McLaren. He said that he never drove this track before, so we'll see what he can do on this first final lap. 28.6 P2, just in front of leader Liebig, the Mercedes. That's not bad at all. You have the final boss, Madcap Hole, that just joined. 15 now drivers on the grid. And Teddy, 27.6, another driver. Had some bad luck in the past races, but that have some good pace here in Star Cup. So 27.6 for him. Pretty nice. 1 second faster than his teammate. So yeah, provisional pole for him. Perfect to see by Teddy. Charisma in the Haas starting a lap. And Jonah is now with started another lap and is finishing it right now. We'll see what he can do. It's gonna be for Jonah and the Aston Martin 28.0. 4 tenths behind Teddy. After that, we're gonna have Adriame finishing his lap, coming to sector 3, final corner pretty soon for him. 83 I think gone. Oh, 29.9 for 83. I didn't see that before, I think. We'll see Adrian with 27-3 on the line. It's professional pole for the Racing Bull driver. There you go. 27-3. Have Lava on the lap and Charisma also. For Charisma, the Italian driver, are closer to the finish than this teammate Lava, at least for the day. Charisma, a reserve driver here in Star Cup. Switching cars between each races. Today's in the ass with Lava. Okay, the sound is very increased. We're airing my voice because I was thinking maybe my mic wasn't working, but this is it is working. We'll see Charisma completing his lap bit of traffic here with the McLaren. Yellow flag in that sector, in sector 3, but it's still going at full pin. Like Chris French, 28.5 for Charisma. That's not bad at the moment. Lava's teammate now, challenging for the championship. His speed 2 at the championship. And Kendrick's taking a good advantage compared to him in the last 8 races. 27.6, just behind Teddy, a bit far from Adi Army. That's still a P3 at the moment for him. And now we have Zikar in the outlap, and Kendrick's, the championship leader in the 2 Ferraris, are still in the pits. We still have to see also final boss Madcap in the Red Bull. And about today, we already saw him in a long time that we have seen Madcap in a Star Cup race. But we know he has some good pace for this tier, so that's gonna be interesting to see what is gonna be capable to do. What is going to be capable to do today in this qualifying session and in the race after. Now we have a car on the out lap. I don't think Charisma or Cliff Menzel on another lap. No, neither Lava. So we'll see his car starting his lap. It's this teammate, his P5 at the moment. So we'll see if he can challenge his teammate Zicario using a bit of battery at the exit here. Starting from the other side of the track, reverse track. Again, mention it again. Very tricky. I think it's a bit more difficult to, for sure, drive this track than the original track, because obviously you don't know it as much as the original, but I don't know, I feel like the corners are more tricky and you can go in the grass and gravel more easily than with the normal track, but it's my view. I have not like 1,000 hours in the game, so maybe people that actually spend times racing a lot can evaluate it better than me, because like I have maybe 50 hours on the game. It's mostly commentating, so yeah. I did a lot of driving. I did some at the beginning. 27.3 for Adriami, improving his lap time from before. Another 27.3 for him. We'll see Zicario now. He's coming in with his lap, coming to the finish line. There we go. 28.4 P6, just behind his teammate, so he matches teammate pace here. That's not bad. Danny Rick on the out lap for a second attempt. And we have also another one on the out lap. 17 for Madcap Hole. Kendricks, we are getting more and more used to him to just do one lap at the end of the session. But we'll see his teammate now, another one starting his lap time just behind. We have also Madcap all starting his lap time, the final bus in the Red Bull. So we'll follow those drivers while they're doing their first final lap of the session. Ferrari, like I said, the Ferrari is leading the championship in the Constructor Championship, so we know another one have a good pace. Yeah, we know you can do some great things. We hope that it's going to be one of the days where you can challenge for top 5, maybe here in Silverstone. I'll go in here. Yeah, the Hamilton will step in corner in reverse. Racing Uncle will join another guy that I know from LSR. Pretty nice guy, pretty fast guy in tier 3 in LSR, so it's really nice to see him race here in Star Cup today, tonight or today, depending where you are in the world. Maybe it's afternoon for you, I don't know. Can be midnight. I don't mind where you are at. I just want you to enjoy the race. 7 minutes left already. The qualifying session is going up pretty fast here. Another one's coming is lap. Going to the final corner. Another one's gonna be 27.6 speed 3 for another one. Big time. Very close to Teddy. Lap times. And Billy 27.6. 3 drivers in the sixes. That's very close in this qualifying session. Billy getting that paid to the Sauber. We have XM on the out lap. We'll see race uncle when it's gonna be showed on the leaderboard. Teddy 27.5 in the McLaren. It's closing up on the time of Adrian, but Adrian is gonna have still another chance to improve his lap time later on in the session. Jonah getting 27.6 just in front of Lavomato on the lap time here. Do you have anyone else on the lap time? Maybe that's an Aston Martin. That's what XM for sure on his out lap. Madcap all set at 27.9. We put him in P7. But Lab is on the lap, so we can follow him. Why not? Yeah, his teammate Charisma in P10. We'll see. At the moment, Lava in P6. We'll see where he can be placed after his flying lap here. Second attempt for the Finnish driver. They're from Finland. More and more drivers are joining the league from Finland. We saw a lot of Finland drivers in the race last season. This season it's less is only him, but he invites him his friend. So that's pretty nice. Lava going to the line. Can he improve on his first lap time? No, he can't. 2 tenths slower, almost 3 than his previous lap time. Not very good for Lava here. You have to gain some points to maybe try a last push for the championship, but with round 8 we're coming to round 12 pretty soon. Round 12 being the last race of the season, so it'll be complicated for him to try to challenge for championship and come back, catch Kendricks. Still no sign of racing uncle sadly on the leaderboard, so we'll see. XM on the lap time, the teammate of Jonah in P5 at the moment. We'll see if XM again can match the pace of his teammate in this qualifying session. Jonah being one of the main actors of LSR, another league, and he's racing here. It's pretty nice, pretty good driver. Also racing in Tier 3 and LSR. I'm commenting the 2 Tier 3. I'm commenting Star Cup and Tier 3 in LSR. It's yeah, Tier 3 is it's me. It's my job. So yeah. Oh, and he's going to the pits here, cutting a bit on the grass. The best, but still, you're gonna have another shot later on. Gonna go out again at the end of the session. 3:50 left only now. Leader Lieberg on the lap time in the Mercedes, I think so. Yeah, off lap it says at the low in the screen, the little HUD on the middle of the screen. Now he's coming to the last corner. Fast last corner. It's gonna be 28.4, 2 tenths of an improvement for Leader Lieberg. Hello, Greg. Thank you for the kind message. It's always very fun to commentate in Star Cup for sure. So your Lieberg P8. Now we have Charisma not improving in Sector 1, almost 2 tenths slower than his previous Sector 1 time. We'll see what it's gonna be in the other sectors to see if he can improve, or he's gonna do like his teammate Lava and not improve on his second attempt. We'll see what the Italian driver is gonna do. Going through slow corners now. Big straight line DRS. I think you maybe not. I don't know. Before you had DRS here, maybe change. Maybe because it's a reverse track, the DRS don't change. Not sure. Now coming to last corner. On the line, gonna be what for Lava Charisma. No improvement, 5 tenths down, 5 tenths lower than his previous lap time. So no improvements for Charisma. Bit of a surprise. I think Adriami's on lap time. We'll follow the provisional pole man. No, not on lap time. Not using any battery. Going pretty slow. I think he's gonna wait till the end. Leo Liebeg, give him valid lap time. Maybe he's gonna beat or maybe try another lap pretty soon. Menzo, I think he Charisma is qualified. Interesting. Maybe I think it's decide like this. Leader. Sicario on the left. Then Rick, 83. Will follow Sicario. Almost 2/10 of an improvement in sector 1 for the Sauber. We'll see. You can improve even more in the 2 other sectors. Ricardo is something a point scorer now with 15 drivers. Obviously, they're more and more chance you're scoring points today, but Ricardo's still there battling the midfield, and yeah, pretty good. Trying to see him. Team driving is very nice. It's a that we are seeing almost every race, so yeah. Cool. He has lost some in the sector 2. He's gained in sector 1, lost in sector 2. We'll see if he can catch back up in sector 3. Can improve. He's pretty close to leader by lap time, but a bit far from Madcap OP8 lap time. In 27.9, he's 28.4. I think he hasn't abandoned his lap. We're going to try another. 30 seconds left. We're going to start another right now. Who is close to finishing his lap? I'm not sure. Danny Rick, I think, is. Yeah, there's some little. Lots of cars are finishing their lap right now just behind Danny Rick. Danny Rick not improving here. Between the pits, Kendrick's still not out. He's going to start at the back. And try something here. The keen driver. Madcap is improving in his lap time. Oh, we have another one is coming at the end of his lap time, right? No, no, I don't think so. Jonah coming at the end of his lap time. 3 of improvement. Gonna be P2 for Jonah, almost cutting the time of Hadriami here. 27.3. Teddy is finished for him. No more improvements. Billy is finished also. Not better than P4 for Billy. What are we looking for? The car thinks is the closest to finish. Not sure about it. Madcap is closer than him. Yeah, well, another racing. Adriami's on the lap also, I think. He's close to finish, yeah. Adriami improving even more. 26.9. 4/10 of improvement for Adriami. Incredible stuff by him. Madcap pulling the Red Bull coming in his lap. It's going to be little improvement, less than half a 10 of an improvement for Madcap Bull final boss. 27.8 in P7. And so no more lap time for him. Lava. Again, with the Mercedes coming, Sleeter Lieberg on the line is going to be less than a tenth of an improvement, 28.3. P9 for Leader Lieberg. And Aston coming, I think it's XM on the line, XM 28.9. P12. Lava getting to P2, 26.9. Very, very close. Less than a 10 behind Adriami. And so no lap time, and I think it's finished for this qualifying session. So Adriami finally getting pole position for this race here in the Silverstone reverse. But closer, the gap is closer than I thought it would be at the beginning of qualifying. Less than a 10, the gap between Lava Mata in second and Adriami in first. Jonah getting a start in the top 3, 27.3 for him. Another one, the Ferrari 4, Teddy 5, Billy 6, Madcap 7, Menzo. First time on the track in the top 10, P8 for Menzo. And qualifying, Lido D-Bag 9, Zikaro 10, Danny Rick 11, XM 12, A3 13, and Kendrick's no time. I'm going to start at the back with Charisma. Disqualified from the session. That's it for qualifying session here in Silverstone reverse. In Silverstone, we'll go. Have a 50% race, 26 laps around Silverstone. We're most likely gonna see one stop, but we'll see. Now we have obviously a little some minutes between qualifying and the race. Let the drivers choose their strategy, put the good amount of fuel in the car, and tweak their setups if it's if it's necessary for them. And after we're gonna be ready to start this race, maybe round 8. Gonna be a good one, I think. Interesting to see maybe the other like different overtake opportunities that offers the Silverstone reverse layout. And for sure, it's looking to be sunny outside here in Silverstone. I don't think there's any rain plan, but I don't have the weather. But I don't think there's any rain as we're gonna have if the sky is right. I don't think we're gonna have any rain. But we'll see later on. It's not that sunny, but not very cloudy either. So, yeah. Obviously, Silverstone in real life is known for rain. And also the other time, I remember I was commenting with like Jordan and Chenzo, and there was big rain in Silverstone. I think we had the red flag or something. It was pretty fun. Anyways, it was a pretty crazy race. But yeah, anyways, we'll wait for the race to start. Hope to have clean racing, clean overtakes, clean maneuvers, clean everything. I have less incidents as possible, and have a fight for the win. Obviously, I hope for all this today in this race. Like in real life, we hope every time we have a race like this. Maybe in real life, we hope more for incident than we hope in the game, but we have already the start. So no formation lap, 5 red lights, and we are racing for round 8 of Star Cup here in Silverstone, reverse layout. Now Jamie giving a pretty good start, but Jonah getting P2 on Lava, but have a pretty bad start, almost getting losing the position on another one. I think some contact behind also. I saw some wing flying of the track. Another one getting the position. Lava losing some big ground in the beginning, in the early stage of this race. Manzo want to pass also. Teddy lost some ground. We'll see after lap 1 how many drivers how much position drivers have gained or lost in this first lap. But Adriami looking to be leading pretty nicely, with Jonas following another one. Lava, Manzo, Billy, and Kendra Sicario. Kendra already in P7 after this first lap. And Kendra going very wide here. We're going to put the tires on because we want to see who has started which tires. Medium for the top 3, softs for Manzo, Kendricks, and XM. Medium for for Madcap and 83. Medium for Lava, and Arts for Billy, Sicario, Teddy, Leebag, and Charisma. That's the tires for today. The strategy are proposed: medium, orange, soft, medium. I think we'll see more one stub than 2 stub, but we never know with this game. It's pretty bizarre and weird strategy in F125, I would assume. But yeah, we'll see. First lap completed now. Jeremy's still leading with Jonah following pretty well. Another one is losing a bit of ground on them and not gonna have DRS this lap. Not Jonah going a bit wide. Trying to kill the DRS on the racing ball is going to be pretty hard. I think the Spanish driver looking to have a very good pace. Billy, 10-second penalty. Corner cutting. I will show you the position gain. Kendricks, 8th position gain already in P6. Having an incredible pace, incredible start. Earning from the incidents is now up to P6. 3 position gain from Manzo in P5 with the soft tire. Kendricks also on softs. We have 3 position gain from Scar and Danny Rick. 1 from Jonah, another one. Lava lost 2. Teddy and Billy lost 4. Lost 7 for Madcap, lost 2 for 83, lost 3 for Lily, gained 2 for Charisma. Already some drivers in the pit at the back. Madcap and 83. The Racing Bull, not the Racing Bull, but the Red Bull and the Williams really add some damage on their car. Already in the pits. We'll put the tires back on and follow the battle on the track. Adriami leading still 8 tenths. In front 6 tenths. Jonah keeping up. Another one also keeping up. Lava a bit far behind is in the little train with Manzo and Kendricks. So that we have a little train from Zikaru to XM, and that's it. 11-7, 6-4, and 3-1. That's the group. Another one getting a fastest lap here behind Jonah, maybe getting the slipstream from the Aston Martin That's yeah, benefits another one to have some pace here. Billy in the pits already. I think we saw his 10-second penalty. I think gonna serve it right now. In the pits, reverse pits. It's a bit weird to see it like this, but you know, it's just a game. It never happened in real life. So we're gonna put new arts on, new wing, and 10 seconds gonna be served for Billy already. So that's a pretty rough start for him. But at least now it's gonna be fresh, and if their safety car is gonna be pretty nice, you're gonna be in pretty good position, and can like when bit wipe from another one here going to the grass. I think we're gonna see a lot of drivers doing that in this race. Little DRS zone here. Didn't even know there were a DRS zone here in this track, and Jonah gets checked in already. We saw last race that Jonah submit lots of contestation on the penalties for track limits warning, and already a second for him in the beginning, in the early stage of this race. We saw him touching the grass on the corner. Already checking for Jonah. Already second for Jonah. So it's looking a bit like the last race. But we'll hope it's gonna be. We hope it's not gonna be the same amount as last race. Hadrami leading still. Good amount. We'll see. The driver McKendricks is very close, and I think wants to make the move as soon as possible on the Manzo in front of him. Kendricks wants to get back to that front group. When he started the back, give him a bit of a challenge. Give himself a bit of a challenge. Obviously, Manzo is easy target for him with DRS now. Bit of zigzag, trying to get that slipstream inside for Kendricks, outside for Grenzo. And the pass is done from the Ferrari. Next target is going to be Lava Mato in front of the ass. The soft seems to be working pretty well for him in the early stage. Obviously, Manzo also had some soft, so there was no big difference between the two drivers. But still, now you're gonna have to face the medium tires. It's gonna start to be better than the softs in the next laps. Already lap 4 out of 26, going pretty fast at Silverstone. Teddy, Danny Rick, Zikuro all battling for a P7 here. Some pretty good points. P7 that could give the driver that get it. Obviously, it's not a bad position, but we're only 15 still. Good points position. Teddy is 5/10 only behind Zikario, now 4/10. Danny Rick losing a bit of ground on the two hard runners in front of him. We'll see if Teddy can try any move in the next lap. We'll return to the top of the grid. But Jonah catching more every lap on Adriami. Danny Rick already in the pits. Really getting a second after the racing is 10 seconds from the equation from the race. Now 3 seconds. Thank you, Racing Uncle. I saw you join. I don't know why you didn't race, but thanks to be in the chat at least. Danny Rick and XM in the pits. Aston Martin in Racing Bull. New arts for Danny Rick. I think it was on medium. And XM also early pit stop. New arts. Pretty early pit stop. I don't know what is the strategy of the drivers here, but yeah. It's a pretty early start lap 5. I didn't see any damage on their cars. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Couldn't take control of the car. Yeah, it happens sometimes. Yeah. It's a little bug, I think. Anyways, still fighting at the front, and another one is pretty close to Jonah, but now he has lost some ground. Anyway, they're pretty close to the front from the tree. I think he's gonna stay like this for a good moment, because L gonna have a little DRS string. Teddy now got a best on his teammate with R. It's compared to softs. That's pretty special, I'll say. R's we're taking softs on lap 5. Pretty surprising. Let's see, Zikario also seems to have a good run on Manzo. I think Manzo has some problem with his car. Don't seem like he has any damage. Maybe just the softs are 6 laps and they're done. It's possible also that the life of the softs are only 6 laps. We'll see. Zikario is looking to have an opportunity to overtake him with the DRS on coming. Here is some reverse. We'll see if we can try something. He's very close, going a bit wide. Maybe some 30 air. Oh, phew, little contact here. Manzo pushing his car a bit wide, but his car at the end take the position on the McLaren, and he's up to P7. There you go. Oh, and Jonah lost some ground on that drum. Another one now can maybe have an opportunity on the Aston Martin. Try to move. Now Jonah not gonna have the DRS to defend on the Ferrari. I think it's the chance for another one to try something on the American driver. That's gonna have not DRS here. Let's see, we'll try something with using the battery. Yeah, stay behind for the moment. Maybe a good run here. Yeah, Jonah going a bit while letting him a bit too much space, I think. And the sector 1 yellow and full safety car. Full safety car on track. Is it VSC or safety car? I don't know. 83 is retired of the race. Everyone in the pits, obviously. I think it's full safety car. I would like to see like the little indication somewhere on track. Sometimes you are seeing it, but I don't see it anywhere. Yes, I can see it there. Okay, full safety car. There you go. And everyone's gonna pit. Everyone in the pits. Full safety car. New tires for everyone. New arts, new medium. Okay, you can see it by yourself. But it's either new art or new medium for most of the drivers at the moment. That's bad for the drivers that pitted early on in the race. Because they're already a safety car. That's not the best. Lap 7 out of 26. I think we're gonna restart maybe lap 9, 10 max. So yeah, we'll have to wait. Everyone's gonna have new tires, so they're gonna warm up these tires by doing some zigzag. So yeah, see everyone on new mediums and new artists. Danny Rick connects like to people like except Danny Rick that didn't pit earlier on. That pit earlier on didn't pit in under safety car. Charisma and Madcap with new tires, new arts for Charisma, new medium for Madcap. We'll just have to wait for the restart. That's gonna be led by Adriame in the Racing Bull. Spanish driver, still leading since the beginning of the race. To get another victory this season. Obviously not his first one. If he gets one today, we'll see. Now Kendricks is close with hold the back. Has some fresh arts like the other drivers. So I think Kendricks in a good position to try to gain some position in front. It'll be interesting to see. Daddy is there. We know he has some plate in the medium. Maybe he can try to do something. Gain some position. Lava now backed up with the in front pack. And the top driver still there also at Giami, another one, and Jonah. Top three since the beginning of the race, almost, are still there. Battle for that win. Still missing 3 drivers that are not packed up with the others. I think it's gonna come this lap, so I think we'll start at the end of lap 8, beginning of lap 9, if they can turn the pack on this lap. But yeah, that's promising with everyone new tire. I think most people are going to do another stop later on. I don't think that's a big bet to take, that people are going to do another stop later on. Well, maybe our runners can go to the end, but it's going to be a bit complicated to do 16, 17 laps on hards, on this game at least. We'll try, but I don't think it's the best option. We'll see what the driver decide. The game suggested 2 stops, so yeah. But the game will not suggest always the best things. Obviously, then you have to listen to you and not the game, to your instinct. Well, we'll see. Everyone is packed up, so I think we're gonna have to restart this lap if everything is good and we don't have any bugs or problem with with the safety car. Obviously, you're Silverstone, so it's the Mercedes safety car, the red one. Yeah, drivers still warming up their tires because it's pretty cold when you go out to the pits. Yeah, maybe preparing their other steps, saving some fuel. Also, they had to save fuel. You can either safety car. You can just put lean as the engine mode and save some fuel like this. That's why sometimes people put like low amount of fuel in their car because they know there's gonna be a safety car. But now we have the safety car in the slap message, so we're gonna have the restart right now. Jeremy leading it, going pretty slow still. He has one corner to work with to push the the pedal at the good times. Go full speed. And is it now? Yes, it is. The race has restarted, and a pretty good restart from but another very good restart from the Ferrari behind him. And Jonah gonna try to make the move. Oh, and contact Jonah's spawn. And Jonah spawn in the first corner after the restart. He touched a bit too much of the curb. Now down to P9 for Jonah. Kendrick's up to P3 just behind his teammates now. Kendrick's earning benefits from that. Already up to P3, literally back in 5th. Score 6. Lava lost some position 7. Now Jonah wants to make back position on Lava. Gonna go side by side into this corner. Pretty dangerous, but Jonah taking the position. Now we have behind some battle also. Teddy and PRL, Danny Rick. Teddy's lost position also in that restart. They're side by side. Teddy on Lava also taking position. The contact here, the racing bull. Danny Rick. I think the back of Lava here made contact. Yeah, that's big fight at the back of the grid. Some contacts, some side by side moments. That's pretty rough. But we saw Danny Rick contact with the back of Lava or Charisma. I don't know which asset. What I think was Lava. But yeah, big contact for him. And now Lava losing some ground. I think he's in the gravel. Oh, big contact. He has some big damage in the front. There's Nable now, but he has big damage in the front. Adrian taking the lead by 2 seconds now. Leading by a good margin on another one. 1.5 the gap between the two Ferraris. And after we have a little group 7 to 4. Manzo, Zikar, Jonah, and leader Liebag. Jonah back to P6 already. In front of leader Liebag. Jonah making the ground, making some progress after his little incident in the first corner. Lava and Danny Rick in the pits. They both had damage after this restart. At least Jonah didn't get any damage after his little after his error on the curb. His mistake. Can still fight back up with the leaders now with Zikar in P5 and Manzo in P4. I think it's to target for him for sure that he can get. I think that's to like that he can be faster than them. And I think we saw it in qualifying and during the straight. Liebag lost some time there. He's now 2.6 back Jonah. He was with Jonah in the DRS. I don't know what happened with him. I think he did a mistake or something because he lost a lot of time. Lap to now 26, 16 laps left in this race. Yeah, doing it pretty hot in here. Johnny 130.5, 130.2, 129.9. The fastest lap, all changing with the new tires for everyone. They're switching drivers every lap, every second. That was 1 second. Oh, it's him. 1 second. Oh, it's him. 1 second. Oh, it's him. Changing every time. Liebag clearly has lost the pair in front, and now in the back with Charisma, Madcap, and Teddy. 47. And front, Zikar, Jonah, and Menzo together. Jonah is closer to Menzo than Jonah is closer to Iscario than Zikar is closer to Menzo. And Zicario is almost losing DRS on Menzo, so Jonah can maybe try and move pretty soon. Now you're gonna have DRS here, I think. Maybe the two have DRS, so that's not that good. Pretty weird DRS zone on the reverse. I don't know. I wouldn't have put it the DRS zone here, even if it's reverse. But, you know, my opinion. And with Kendricks now has catch his teammate. Another one. Now he's 8 tenths back. Just behind him, 8 tenths behind him only. So I think the swap's gonna happen sooner than later for Kendricks. Cario, Jonah, the same distance from each other. 6 tenths a gap between each driver. Another one, 3 seconds for another one. A big 3 second for the Ferrari. 10 second now for cutting. Don't know what happened. I think it's gonna let past Kendricks now for sure. The swap has to happen because 30 seconds penalty is not best. For another one, I think it's gonna be there. Yes, it is. Easy swap for the Ferraris. Now Kendricks. We'll see if he's gonna have the pace to catch Adrian in front. And Jonah get another 2-second penalty. 6 seconds now for him. It's looking very much like last race. Last race he had 12 seconds, now already 6 at lap 12. That's not very good for the American driver, but it's very close to Zicario. And going through around the inside. And making the move on Zicario here now. Next target is going to be Menzo, but you also have to defend on Zicario because Zicario not maybe going to try another move on the Aston Martin. I think it's a bit too far to try anything right now. I think Jonah can fairly keep it up with Menzo. You're going to have DRS here. Kendricks will wait a bit. We'll wait a bit to see if he can catch Adriami in the next few laps. Lap 13 starting now. We're officially at 50 off the race. 50% off 50%. Yeah. You see now Yuliback rejoined the group of Zicario, Jonah, and Menzo. Teddy is a bit far to be in that group for the moment. He's battling with Madcap. And Charisma not that far behind them, but Charisma losing the control of his car here and going to the wall. Lost a wing, and it's gonna be a safety car. Don't know if he's a little intentional there, but then his safety car, full safety car, second one of the day. Gonna be again everyone going to the pits or not. Adrian not going to the pits. Kendricks not going to the pits either. Lav and Danny Rick going to the pits at the back. But the top three decide to not go to the pits. A bit weird for them. Maybe it's a VSC, I don't know. I didn't see well. I saw full safety car. Maybe it's not a full safety car. That's possible. We'll have to see the mark. Yeah, am I saying SC? I'm saying the SC, so I don't know. If I was them, I would have bid because another one, especially if I was another one, because you have a 10-second penalty. I think it's the best way to get rid of it. Maybe the pit thing was closed or something. I don't really know. But anyway, maybe this lap, it's gonna be this lap. Maybe I would just do. I think because it was reversed, so I was mixing the two entries. Not showing again 10 seconds in the pits. I'm gonna have the mental to go through this race. Double stacking Ferrari, so yeah. I was just mixing the two pit entries. I think. That's it. New medium for Hendricks, Andriami, Zicario, Menzo, new mediums. Another one gonna lost some ground. Yeah, he's now behind Menzo. Menzo B3 now. New arts for another one. New arts for Jonah with now 16 seconds of penalty. Zicario, new medium, leader by new medium. Madcap, art, Teddy, no socks. That's a pretty bold move. We have L6M, new medium. and Lava and Danny Rick didn't bit this lap. I think they bit the last lap for a bit for little used tires, so like only 4 laps and 3 laps on the tires, but the others have all 0 laps on their tires. They're fresh and new, and I will wait for everyone to back together to have a second restart again, lead by Adriami. With a big change from this safety car that Menzo is now in P3 and another one is on P4. The two switch position. I think maybe Menzo was even a little down in the standing, but I think he was there in P4. So Menzo now in P3 with the pit stop because Ferrari had 2 double stacked. That's the only big change from this pit stop sequence. Now we'll wait for the other drivers like Lava, Charisma, and Danny Rick in the back. If not, I can talk about real Formula 1. Because this weekend we're gonna have the Monza Grand Prix. Interesting how the Ferrari is gonna do, but Lewis Hamilton have I think 5th place grip penalty because he's doing a bit too quick under yellow runs on board at some point. So yeah, that's already bad for Ferraris, but obviously they want to do good performance at home after double DNF in Zandvoort. That's not very good. Me being a Ferrari fan, I'm not very happy. I'm going into depression, but oh man, I'm here commentating, so that's helping for sure. Anyways, from that, got a Adria podium last race. It was pretty nice to see, and now jumping the Racing Bull top 1 for the moment, so P1 for the moment. So we're gonna have a victory this time for Racing Bull. We'll see anyway. Talking a bit in for nothing, but you have to wait for safety cars, so I'm saying maybe not. I'm saying something. Anyway, obviously they're warming up the tires. And yeah, they're gonna be ready to restart. Restarting, everyone's backed up. Yeah, we're gonna restart at the beginning of lap 16. For me in Canada, it's pretty odd today. I feel like I was running. Like from 3 to 4, I've gone running. It was very odd. So yeah. Anyway, it's a bit surprising considering the past few days, like past few days was a bit cooler, and now getting back too hot. Anyway, let's go in this lap. Yes, we have racing. We have racing back. Racing is back. Racing is back. We'll see how Giami is gonna manage this time his restart. Obviously can do a copy paste from last time, because if he does so, the other drivers are gonna know how that happened last time and just like react to this. So yeah, this thing's gonna go full speed later. Yeah, a bit later on. I think that before, so Kendrick's followed pretty well. Menzo also. This restart. Well, they're closer than the runner-up was last time. Lap 16 on 26, 10 laps to go. There we go. It's pure racing now. I don't think there's going to be any more pit stops. Depends, maybe. I don't think so. From the pure racing till the end. There you go. The car taking the position number on Jonah into lap 1, into turn 1. Lap 16. Kendrick's going to want to pass Ajam as soon as possible. Menzo is still there also. We're not used to see Menzo in this higher position. So we'll see how he managed to be in the top 3. Yeah, obviously everyone is in a little DRS train at the moment. It's only the first lap of the restart. But Kendrick is keeping pretty well with Andriami. got a bit wide in the grass here, but still managed to keep it on track and still following the leader. The car losing on the top four following each other pretty well, to Ferraris and McLaren. After we have a group 5 to another grid, mostly 5 to 13 is a little DRS train, and 4 to 1 is another. Cardio is very close to come back to that DRS train, so almost everyone has DRS on each other. So yeah, Jeremy completing the first lap. After that second restart, DRS is going to be enabled after this lap. Hendricks is 8 tenths behind, so we're going to have it, but he's a bit far. I think so that they're going to be a bit far to. He's a bit far from Jeremy, so the DRS not gonna have a big impact to try anything on the Spanish driver. We're gonna have it still here, so that's gonna make him go closer to Jeremy. Don't know what to talk. No. Anyway, 4 tenths out of the gap, 5 tenths between the Ferrari and the Racing Bulls. He throws your second penalty. An update on penalties, why not? 13 for another one, 16 for Jonah, 3 for Descartes, 3 for Billy. That's the penalties. There you go. There you go. Now kind of following the slipstream DRS also in this part of the track. And now we're gonna finish Sector 2 pretty soon and start Sector 3. This lap, 2 seconds on the gap between Jonah and another one. Clearly, top 4 has escaped from the rest of the grid. Now the group is 13 to 5 and 4 to 1. Jonah leading the second group. Now we're gonna finish lap 17 here. Drum is still leading. On the 18 lap, starting lap 8. There you go. Okay, so another one is 2 tenths only behind Menzo. Maybe I can try something with arts, with mini games. Another one is 30 coming to the end. He's gonna have better tires than the others in front of him at the end of the race, but still, you have 15 seconds of penalty. We'll see if you're gonna challenge it after the race. He's gonna make a contest or something. Say that's not deserved. But Kendrick's very close to Jeremy, 2 tenths only. Yeah, big slipstream into the S's. Can he stay close on being affected by dirty air? Try to move now, maybe. Ooh, big left. Hamilton Verstappen corner, zone 21. DRS now for Kendricks. Including closer. Not the best place to overtake. Not the big enough braking zone to try anything on the Racing Bull for the Canadian driver. Billy getting a second penalty at the back. He's in P13 and backing a lot the race, even if he's pretty close to the others and can maybe make a comeback. But yeah, I was expecting a bit more penalties, maybe, but not that bad compared to other races and other tracks like Qatar or Imola. I commented in LSR. Also, lots of penalties here, not that bad. The top 4 following each other very closely. Jonah a bit no man's land. Teddy 2-second penalty. Teddy also getting a pass on the SNF. Mercedes all battling. Charisma, Teddy, and Leo Liebag. One of them is Madcap and Zicario together. Madcap trying to against position. And this next target is Zicario for sure. We're closing up. We're approaching from the end of the race. Lap 19 out of 26. So the moves have to be done here now. The moves has to be done now before it's too late. And Madcap, I think, I understand this because he's pretty aggressive on the Sauber here. The Red Bull a bit wide on the grass. He's very close. Out of switching the DRS. He's gonna go for it right now. And the Red Bull making an easy pass here on Zicario, getting that P6. Teddy and Charisma battling here for P8. Teddy have the inside. Now it's going to be outside in this corner. But Teddy stays behind the Charisma. Italian driver still being in front of Teddy in defend his position. Maybe catch up also in front with the current Matt gap. Being in front, not too far away. Kendrick was taking the lead and didn't even see it. I'm just blind though. I think I have to put my glasses because this is the best. But yeah, glasses with headphones is not the best. Now 7/10 the gap. Can Adjami take his position back from Kendrick? Remember that Kendrick started from the back this race. We still have Menzo another one there also, so not taking them out. Menzo with no penalties can still try to fight for more than P3. LT Bone, thank you for the kind words again. A lot of kind words today. But Madcap and Lava going to second consecutively. Incredible. That's not that's not the most perfect thing. Anyway, Madcap Zicario is not following Madcap anymore. Incredible Love, Teddy, XM, Lava all following each other. Behind Charisma, Billy a bit lonely at the back. And yeah, top four still following each other is the big. It's the big thing going at the moment. It's the top four. Menzo, Adjami, Kendrick's another one. And Adjami is 3/10 only back on Kendrick's. They're gonna have DRS very soon. DRS zone is coming. And they can try something very soon on the Kendrick's. Not this time, not here, maybe here now. It's going to be the DRS zone right now. But he has lost some ground in the previous corners. So yeah, the S's is going to still trying to follow. Menzo just behind, literally back in the pits for new soft. Maybe trying to get that fastest lap of the race. We'll see. Another one, 3/10 only behind Menzo. Maybe he can try a move. Try to help his teammates getting the victory. DRS on again here, little DRS train. Jonah behind watching this. And now Johnny 5/10 behind 4/10. I don't think there's gonna be any DRS in before next lap. Sector 3, they're going in now. So slipstream here, fast corners, little chicane, and now the last corner slash first corner coming. There you go. And now it's driving slower than before. 3/10 only, 2/10. We'll see if he's gonna lose time like the other time, like the last lap in this section. Teddy 10 seconds, XM 10 seconds, severe collision. I don't know what happened. The tour in the pits. Billy off in the pits. Don't know what happens, but severe collision. Pretty rare that we see a penalty for severe collision. But I don't know what's happened. We're watching the in front fight because it's the main event at the moment. Zicario also very close to Charisma, 6/10 only in the DRS zone of Charisma. And he's gonna try a move soon. Ooh, on the grass a bit for Kendricks here. That can maybe give a opportunity to Adjami. Yes, they're side by side. Oh, contact, little contact. Bringing wheels. The front wheel of Kendricks with the rear wheel of Adriami. Adriami is back in P1 now. Adriami back in the lead in the Racing Bull. Not 22 out 26. And yeah, that's maybe the error the mistake that's gonna cost the race of Kendricks here. We'll see if he can take the position back. Still some laps to go. We're gonna have 23, 24, 25. We're gonna have 4 laps left. When the lap 23 is gonna start. There you go, 4 laps left now. Another one very close to Menzo. He's gonna try to move here. Jonas catch back to them. Another one getting the position, but Menzo with the switchback, and the other one getting pretty wide here. that benefits Jonah. So now he's back into the fight, even with the penalties. He's back into the group at the top, and Madcap not that far away either at the back in P6. And Kendrick's taking the lead again on Adriami, and they have escaped a bit from Menzo, and the other one at the back. Menzo, another one, and Jonah are all fighting each other. Now the 1.2 behind the top two of Adriami and Kendricks, and I just remove the standing. Nice. XM 10-second penalty in the pit lane, a bit wide for Jonah and Tim behind in the grass. XM retired. Second retirement of the session, retired in the pit, so no safety car, nothing gonna happen. This is what we want to see. And Menzo, another one side by side. So another one is gonna stay in front here. Menzo trying to fight back. Have no space. You have no space at the outside. Another one have taken the position. And Jamina very close in the slow corners from Kendricks. He's very close to Kendricks in the slow corners. Now we're coming at the end of lap 23, the beginning of lap 24. 3 laps left to decide who's going to win this race. And Jonah now having an opportunity on Menzo. A bit dangerous, a bit of contact here. Menzo going a bit wide. Jonah trying maybe again. He stays behind here. Trying not to take too much risk. But Madcap is now back in the fight for that P4, at least maybe even P3. But he has some penalties also as an update. But only 3 seconds for Madcap. That's not bad compared to Jonah and another one penalties. Adriami 6/10 the gap. Another one has catched back into DRS zone of Adriami. Maybe he can help his teammate win that race now. Maybe trying to do a big dive with Adriami or something. I don't know. But now less than 3 laps left for Adriami to try to take that position back from Kendricks. DRS activated for the Spanish driver on the Canadian. Stays behind. Take a big breath. Be sure to keep it for the end of the race. Now again, a lot of slipstream here. Maybe using a bit of ERS. We'll put the telemetry on here to see how much battery they have left. 100% for Kendrick. He's saving it for the end. Adriami 60% only. Another one is now another catch back to Adriami. So with the R's clearly being faster than mediums in this late stage of the race. Maybe another one can be the factor that's gonna determine the win. That's going to decide the win for Kendricks and Jonah very close to Menzo, with Madcap being all the three are battling for P4. That's another big battle going on just behind the leaders. They'll follow this. Another one is very close to Adriami. Gonna surely try to make the move, but if Adriami loses the position on another one's gonna be finished, but Adriami's gonna try to move on Kendricks here. He's taking the lead, still side by side. And Adriami is taking the lead, but Kendrick trying maybe a switch back or something. Still, the slipstream is still very close, less than 2/10, 1/10 and all, only the gap. Gap DRS here, slipstream. A bit wide for Kendrick in the grass, and his teammate's gonna pass. Oh, that's maybe the mistake. It's gonna cost Kendrick something because another one is now in P2. Maybe he's gonna try to take the lead and block Adriami so Kendricks can pass. We'll see. Less than 2 laps left. Almost only 1 now left. Almost. When going to cross the line. And Kendricks made the mistakes on the grass. The car with the 10-second penalty here. Good track limits. Another one gonna try to move maybe on Adriami. No move, it's still very close, a bit wider for Madcap, but I think Menzo lost some ground. He's not with Charisma. Not anymore with Madcap, and Jonah was looking for a podium for him. Now it's but another one's gonna have the DRS. He can pass right now. He's gonna do it maybe. I think he can. 10 seconds for the car again. No, he's too far, not capable of, and he's gonna let pass his teammate. He gets slipstream. He did the best he can. But Kendricks now have to try a late move to try to win this race. There's a lot of opportunity left, but he have one ear with DRS. He can try and move. Yes, he can. Around the outside. Can he make the move done? They're still side by side. Oh, it's contact. Andrew making the lead and DNF for Jonah and another one. What happened? I don't know. Men's also in the wall. Disaster end of the race. Kendrick's going for the ear, maybe around the outside. No space for him. Madcap now on the podium. Oh, he's gonna try here. Maybe Kendrick and try the exit. Maybe a better exit for Kendrick. Switch back. Andrew defending. And Madcap can try maybe something on Kendrick's here. Oh, he can't. No more battery for Kendrick's. Oh, Madcap on the gearbox of Kendrick's and the line is gonna be Andrew winning. Kendrick's P2. Madcap with obviously the penalty. Charisma gonna finish the podium in the end. I don't know what happened in the end with this race. I have some incident. Jonah DNF, another one DNF. The car DNF. There was Menzo in the wall. I don't know what happened with him, but something, maybe a puncture. I don't know. I saw the tire, the right front tire from Menzo, looking to have a puncture. But what was that end? Incredible battle incident. I don't know what happened. Only 9 drivers finished the race. And that's a Hadrami win here in Silverstone reverse in round 8. Kendrick's P2. Starting from the back, it's pretty good performance. Almost getting the win here. Charisma, the Italian driver, P3 was like the back for almost all race. And now with the incident at the end and stuff, you got P3, Madcap P4 with a penalty. Without a penalty, would have been a P3. Lava 5 had a good qualifying, but some bad incident, some bad things happened in race, some bad luck, some incidents. So P5 for Lava. At the end, that's not bad because he was literally not expecting a P5, but with incidents at the end, I don't know what happened in the P5. It was a pretty weird end of the race, but Jeremy won in the end, and Kendrick and Curry won the podium. That's what you have to remember from this race. There's the podium, the Racing Bull, the Ferrari, and the Spanish, Canadian, Italian. 3 drivers, 3 different countries, 3 different teams. Good variety, good difference. That's nice. And a little champagne to celebrate that podium here. There you go for this race. Little celebration and stuff. Always nice. Yeah. Fastest lap Kendrick, race winner Adrian retarded today. Kendrick for sure. You can say it. Kendrick retarded today. On the back to P2. Simple sorting driver. There you go. Right, that's the end for this race. Andrew winning, Kendrick's 2, Charisma 3, that's the top 3. You can see the rest of the standings here with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 DNF. Only 9 drivers finished the race at the end. Was a bit weird at the end, some incident, DNF, Benzo, Jonah, another one, stuff. Don't know what happened. We'll see maybe some tickets and some incident review about it in the next few hours or next few days. But anyway, thank you everyone to have watched this stream. This race was a pretty interesting race. Some battles, crazy ending, 2 safety cars, some incidents, some battles. Only 15 drivers, but still some quality drivers. Quality over quantity. There you go. Thank you everyone who have watched this stream. I hope we're gonna have a good night here. Yeah, that's what I was expecting. The puncture. Yeah, okay, that was a puncture. I think that's Menzo. That is Gus me now. So yeah, puncture. I think I saw it in the end. That's why we were in the gravel. That maybe caused some incidents. Anyway, thank you everyone. Hope you're doing well. Stay tuned. I think Thursday there's the Mushroom Cup, maybe the last one of the season or something. Obviously on Sunday there's the Lightning Cup, and I'm gonna see you next week, Tuesday again for Star Cup. Ciao, bye.